It's connecting. Yo!
Yo, what up?
What it do?
One half of the social club is now here.
Is it just you or is Fern coming through?
Fern's not going to come through.
No problem.
He is self-quarantined at his house.
Hey.
And I am here with you guys.
Hey, love it. I'm glad you're here. Shout out to Marty from Social Club Misfits.
What up?
Yo, Neallytime, Boost 1019. Just pumped to have you, bro. Dude, I know this is a weird time that everybody's living in. How's quarantine life for you?
Dude, yeah, man, I've just been working on music like every single day.
Work?
And just, you know, I have my new solo project coming out in June.
Dope.
So I'm pumped about that. Actually, the first song drops tonight with Andy Mineo. It's the first single.
I heard. I got a little birdie told me it was about to drop.
Yeah, so I'm super pumped about that. And, yeah, man, we've been working on music, working on a new Social Club record, which we're super pumped about.
Yeah.
We noticed that Enough was charting, so thank you for that.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure. Love it. Love it.
We go way back.
Yeah, I know, man.
Way back.
We eat vegan food and everything, you know?
That was such a fun time, right?
I know. It was my first time eating I didn't know it was a vegan restaurant until we got there, actually.
I'm like, these chicken wings are great. And you're like, they're vegan. I'm like,
it's cauliflower. Nah.
Phone call in the middle of this thing.
It's all good, bro. Man, so speaking of like eating vegan and eating healthy, you've lost quite a bit of weight, bro.
Yeah, so gained it all back during quarantine.
Quarantine 15.
So I was doing really, really bad. I was, you know, I think what happens is like I hit like almost like a little depression.
Really?
When it came to like my diet and like I saw myself and I just wasn't happy. You know what it was? Like I kept buying new clothes to cover up the fact that I just wasn't feeling good about my body, you know? And so then I just started working out and I'm like, man, this is like a lot easier than buying new clothes. And yeah, so I lost like 25 pounds, so I'm pumped about it.
Fire.
I'm like at 220 right now. I'm trying to hit 210. That's the goal.
That's great.
I like being fat. I like being a little fat, to be totally honest with you.
Just a little bit.
just enough. The pink spoon, not the full sundae.
That's super dope, man. So are you like a serious workout plan, or you just really change your eating, or what's the?
I do not work out at all. I'm trying to fix the lighting in this room because I feel like I'm. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't really. I work out. I do a lot of like cardio, to be honest with you. I did kickboxing for a while. That was great. I like fighting sports.
Nice.
But I've just been trying to stay busy. I got a dog during quarantine.
Did you really?
Yeah. So I got a dog, and so he is one of those outside dogs that loves to run.
Yeah.
So one day we're trying to run, and I'm like, I'm too fat for this. The other day I'm running with him, and the leash broke, and I had to go. You know when your dog goes, we like run and chase him. I had to run, look like an idiot down the block.
Oh, that's the worst.
Stupid. Yeah.
That's like when a napkin, flies out of your car and you're trying to chase it.
It's gone. It's gone.
I get it?
Cut my losses.
I heard dog sales have been like shot through the roof. Honestly, I heard it's hard to even get a dog right now.
Yeah, you can't. So where we live, there's a rescue dog. It's called the Big Dog Ranch, the rescue area for animals.
Yeah.
And so they specialize in like bigger dogs that no one really wants. And so they had to get rid of all their volunteers because of coronavirus. All the fundraisers got cut. So when my wife heard about that, she's like, "We're getting a dog." And I was like, "You want to talk about it?" She's like, "No, we're gonna get a dog." Okay, cool, we got a dog.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Well, I want to invite everybody who's listening and watching to throw a comment or a emoji, question, something like that in the comment section, because maybe we can answer that question as well. That looks yummy, by the way. What is that you sipping on?
So this is a cold brew I made.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Propaganda. Who taught me how to brew coffee the right way. And so this is like Cafe Bustelo, which is pretty much like the standard in Miami. So it's that with a little bit of oat milk.
Yeah. You up in that oat milk? So not to go on a rabbit trail here, but I just got hip to oat milk, right? I was in Chicago, brother-in-law took me to the coffee joint. He was like, I'm trying to lay off milk, like regular milk. And he's like, try the oat milk. It tastes just like regular milk. I was like, not sure about it. Actually tried it. Fire. So shout out to the oat milk, bro. That's what it is.
So there's this oat milk is like they only sell it inside. They only sell it to like baristas and stuff like that inside of coffee shops. And so I know the guy who owns this really cool local shop. And we asked him, "Can we buy the milk from you?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So he sold us this amazing milk.
Wow, somebody's milking oats over there. All right. Somebody said your audio's kind of funky, but
I get myself going back. Let me get off and re-question again.
All right, word up. All right, Marty's going to pop back on just a minute here. Thank you for whoever the sound technician was. Be like, yo, audio is a little jank. Let me get him back on here. Hit me if you got a question, too. There we go. Let's see.
Are we good now?
That sounds a lot better to me, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my Brooke, who works with me at the label, she was like, "Can you restart? Because you sound like you're T-Pain." And I was like, "All right, gotcha.
Making it rain. Yo, so you got a new project dropping, solo project.
Yeah.
First of all, I think it was the one with my friends. Was that the name of the?
Yeah. The first project was called Marty for President.
Marty for President.
And
that's what it was.
All the songs have like the TV show Friends. It's got titles like that in it. So so the one with the Friends was kind of like one of the big songs on that record.
That was one of my faves right there. That's for sure. And the one you dropping tonight, it's got Andy on it.
Yeah, it's called The One Where I Talk to God.
Love it. So
I'm pumped about it.
What's the flavor? What's the flavor of this project?
Well, I produced pretty much the majority of this project.
Dope.
So about 3 years ago, I remember this guy came up to me actually as a pastor years ago and was like, and this is before I did music. He's like, you're gonna produce and you're gonna rap. And I was like, really? Why would I? I was never gonna be a musician. I never thought it was a part in the cards. And I started doing music from there. And I always never forgot the fact he said, "You'll produce too." So I got with one of my buddies and we started producing. And he taught me a lot. My buddy Ray Rock, shout out to him. Yeah. And he's Andy's DJ right now. He's a great guy. Yeah. And so he taught me a lot. And then from there, just every day, you put your 10,000 hours in, and little by little, that's where we're at. So I produced the majority of it. It's a very honest. The second single, it doesn't even have drums on it. It's an acoustic song. So I'm pumped to see what God does with this. I'm pumped to see how it affects Social Club, because I know that for us, there's always been a dream. In mainstream, you have Migos, right? And you have all the artists will drop. In Christian music, I don't really see that. It always happens when there's like a breakup in the band. And I always think that's just the weirdest thing that, the market's not big enough to handle all these different acts. So me and Front have kind of just been like, dude, let's just try something. And so this year I made a lot of these songs during quarantine. And so I'm super pumped right now about this project. I think it's going to be great. That's dope.
You're breaking up just a hair. You're a little fuzzy. Yikes. I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi or what, but one of the guys in the comments, Rajon Monroe, he's a DJ, I think in Iowa, and he's an artist as well. He said, self-produced tracks hit harder. Do you like producing or rapping over your tracks more than other people's tracks, or like is it weird because you're doing everything, or how does it feel?
First off, is my Wi-Fi bad? Because I'm on LTE.
It's a little sketch. I'm not sure.
A little sketchy. Hold on.
We have to get that.
Does this work better?
Yeah, I feel like it's better. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm on Wi-Fi now. I didn't know
good.
Wi-Fi. Now I'm trying to do it.
Get that spectrum.
So,
get on stage.
Yeah, I like producing for myself because I like having more control in the songwriting process. And I think that it really depends on the artist. Some artists, they can't separate the two. Like, they just become really good producers. Or they.
Right.
For me, I feel like I need to be in control of the song that I'm creating. And so A lot of the new, I mean, the last project we dropped, Doom, I produced that, a lot of those songs. So it's kind of
Fire.
like just a journey, man. For me, it's I'm so inspired by like weird music, so it's just a journey.
Yeah, love it. Love it. So new projects dropping.
Yeah,
A tour was supposed to be in motion here
yeah,
as
we're waiting to
well.
see what's
So
gonna go on with that.
yeah, like, are you apprehensive about jumping back on tour? And obviously, to provide for your family, that's a thing. But
Yeah,
like, is it weird just because the dynamic may change, or you're not sure what you can do, what you can't do?
yeah, I'm not too worried about it, to be totally honest with you. Um, I I'm hoping that by September, when we start to go on tour, when we drop our new Social Club album right around that time, that the majority of it is cleared up and that we're ready to like live. I think that
Yeah,
my buddy just went to Japan a couple months ago, and he was telling me it's kind of like a lifestyle there to wear a mask. So maybe our
facts.
culture will look a little bit like that, and they still go to concerts over there, they still have fun. I'm
Yeah,
pumped to go back on the road. I miss it. I love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's fun to be home with your wife for sure. But I know me and Fern, we love to get in front of people and perform.
Right, right. You guys connect well with people, and
Yeah, we love it.
um, and I've been praying for artists in general, just because it's a lifestyle of how you make your money, it's how you tour your
Yeah.
merch and so on and so forth. So
Yep.
we're definitely praying for you guys as well.
Thank you. Thank
Um,
you.
and speaking of merch and fashion and whatnot, you guys always fly. Every time I see you, you've been trendsetters from the beginning, and you've always done it your way. And so,
Yeah.
kind of weird question: have you ever like felt like you were responsible for a style, a trend? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Do I
Huh?
think I'm responsible? Sorry, people love to call me right now because my single's dropping. So
Oh,
all my friends are trying to call me. I'm sorry. I keep getting off.
no,
I'm
you're
sorry.
good,
What did
bro.
you say? You got cut
Do you
off.
have you guys ever felt like you're responsible for style trends and fashion trends that go on that you see? It's like, yo, I champion that. I kind of jumped that off a little bit. Have you ever thought about that?
You know what? To be honest with you, I feel like we really look like our church. That's such a weird thing to say, but like our church, we all dress a certain way. You know, Boo down in Miami with Rich Wilkerson Jr. Everyone
Shouts to
dresses
Rich.
so cool that it kind of made everyone
So
else
cool.
style. So it's kind of like we're just a part of the community, and everyone in that community. It's also with designers. My buddy designed this shirt. His friends and family brand is pretty big, and
Hey,
so mean, like we wear our friends' clothing, and we wear our own
yeah,
clothing, and so it's almost like for us, we never
yeah,
really thought about it. We always felt like championing the sound of music that we create. That to us
right,
was a big deal. Was how can we set in motion a trend with the music that we create? And I
right.
think that we've done a good job. But I feel like when we drop this new Social Club record that we're working on, I think that it's gonna definitely turn a lot more heads for sure.
Nice, nice, nice. Love it. I love it. So, you guys are always dibbling, dabbling in everything. You always got your hand, to the plow, your ear to the street, and something a little bit left, because you see with all what's going on with the whole, um, what's the guy's name? Au- what's the guy's name? Oh my gosh, I forget his name. The guy Albury.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah, I saw
so
that.
I'm sorry, I forget his name. You can pop it in the comments. Hey, hit me up. I think it starts with A.
Yeah,
How do you? I guess how you guys deal with that? I mean, it's like when it comes
yeah,
to your platform and so on and so forth. Do you feel like
yeah,
a weight to say something, or do you just kind of fall back because there's so many things going on? Like, how do you, Ahmad? Thank you, Ahmad,
yeah,
Aubrey. How do you? What are your thoughts, man?
yeah. I mean, me and Fern, we experienced that all the like the idea of racism in certain places is very real. Whether
Yeah,
people will agree or not, it's a very, very, it's. I mean, I feel like me and Fern, we were raised in the city. We were raised where it's known to be diverse, but sometimes you go places and you just don't feel comfortable, or
right.
people make comments, or you just look like you're just stuck out. And so, seeing racism to that level,
Yeah,
it's just it's a boiling problem right now in our communities, and it kills me. I mean, I know I have a guy that I follow who we've recently connected with. His name is Sean King, And
Yeah.
he's really one of the guys at the forefront that has been like, hey, we need to talk about this. This is a real thing. People are being hurt. When I saw that video, I mean, it broke my heart. Like,
Crazy.
and then the worst part about it, I mean, Lecrae posted something the other day, and I'm like, how are people trying to justify murder?
Bro.
How do you justify murder? So I think for us, like, one of the things that I think we want to start tackling is not social justice, but injustice in general, because
Sure.
injustice affects us all. Racism is going to affect us all. But I don't want to do it in a way that is like, in a political way that it, like, for an example, so when we released Grace Song years ago, we were talking about homosexuality and having friends who don't believe in what we believe.
Yeah.
For us, that's how we tackled the subject. Kind of like, I didn't want to preach. I wanted to kind of just be like, hey, this is what I believe.
Yeah.
Can you relate, And so we've been talking about ways to address certain topics that are very heavy, but on a platform where we want people to also like live their best life. So you're stuck between two worlds where you want to entertain, have fun, but also as a human, you're seeing things around you that kind of break your heart. And I know it breaks God's heart as well. And so, that it's such I've been seeing all my friends, all my pastors been posting about it. I'm really glad that they've been posting about it.
Yeah.
It's just such a weighty topic, but to me, I just want to get this clear. There's no room for discussion.
Right.
You were murdered.
Right.
You got hurt.
Right.
And so I think that there's a problem in the human experience because we were born with the sin aspect, a sin aspect that hates. We hate people who don't us because we feel competition. We go through this, and it kills me to know that we live in 2020, and we're still dealing with the stuff like this. My dad and me were talking about the other day. My dad's Puerto Rican, and he was raised in an Italian neighborhood in Brooklyn, and my mom was raised in a Puerto Rican neighborhood. And my dad, I wish he saved the letter, but when he applied to go to certain medical schools, they would respond, "We don't want you. You're Puerto Rican. You don't come to the school." My dad's like a doctor, straight A students, and this is the reality that we're living in. People. So I talked about my dad. He goes, it's still today. We think we've made like progress.
Yeah.
We haven't. We haven't. And so I think it's important that as a collective, we understand that if one person is affected, we actually all are. Because injustice to one is injustice. It's like a pendulum. You have, if Christians are being persecuted, guess what? Another religion is going to get persecuted. And you know what? If let's say another religion is being persecuted, it's going to swing back to Christianity because that's how life is. It just evens out. So if one person dies here, we need to understand that it affects a lot more, because if this systematic problem continues, it's going to affect different types of culture. And so it's an injustice. It's a real thing. And right now, I think that it's the church's time, in my opinion, to step up. All pastors, hey, this is a real problem. Let's start addressing this subject now. Now people are getting killed for just exercising. You get killed for sitting in your car. How do you fight with that? KB shared a story last night how he was just sitting in his car in front of his house on the phone, and a cop pulls up and goes, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "I live here. Who are you?" Wow. Who are you? So I think that, and I like, would it happen if the roles were reversed and he wasn't black? Would that happen?
It's tough, bro. It's tough. You're right. I was thinking about it today. I generally, go on a run in my neighborhood, and I actually didn't go this morning. I thought twice about it. I thought a couple of times about it. So on a normal day, when you're running as a black dude in all white neighborhood, it's a nice neighborhood, thankfully, but it's like you got to look like a runner. You know what I'm saying? I got to have AirPods in and a sweatband and shorts and I got to look like.
You can't look like is scary. That's scary.
Yeah, you got to look like you're running a marathon. You're about that life. So it reduces the amount of questions and how fast you run up on or past somebody, and it's just a lot of things. And
you have to think about that, which sucks. Like, why do I just want to work out? Like in South Florida, it's different. Like, it's another country.
It really is. It really is.
like in my wedding, all my best men who were lying behind me, they're all like a different shade. And one of my darkest skin color friends, he's Cuban. And so I remember my wife's family, because they're from LA. You don't really get Cubans in LA. They're
Right.
like, what nationality is he? He's beautiful. And I'm like, oh, he's Cuban. They're like, where is that? You know, like where we live, you could be like, hey, what's up? Where you from? Oh, I'm Jamaican. Oh, I'm Haitian. Like, I'm
Right.
not, you know?
Right.
And so for us, I'm so used to it that I didn't really experience racism until I got out of the state, or even when I went certain places. And I was like, whoa, I'm sticking out here, and everyone's making it obvious for me that I don't belong here.
It's a fact,
And
bro.
that alone kind of bothers me, you know?
It's crazy, especially living in the Midwest. It's definitely different here than it is in other parts of town on the coast where it's more diverse. You know, I remember going to the Miami International Airport, and I'm like, bro, there's like, you would think that somebody's like regular black or regular white, and everybody mixed with something. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you could be Colombian. So like my brother-in-law, he's 100% Peruvian. Family is Peruvian. He is the whitest guy you've ever met. Blue eyes, blonde hair. You think
Wow.
he's just like some white American. He's like, nah, like fluent in Spanish, you know,
Man.
like has a little bit of an accent. Like that's just, you know, in South Florida, you just can't tell. You just can't tell.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely there's no really pretty bow to put on it, but we're definitely
We're praying, all of us, we're praying for the family of Ahmad.
for sure.
Always.
You guys are unifiers, and you guys reach a lot of different people in a lot of different areas, and I'm thankful that you guys are a great voice for what we need right now. So that's what it is. So what we're going to do is lighten things up just a little bit.
Let's do it. Come on. Let's
quick
do it.
Game, and then maybe hear a quick freestyle, and then we'll wrap things up because I know you got to get back to dropping a new project tonight. So this game is called
I'm gonna get a little emoji face for you so I can get this right.
Right. Let's see.
Let's go. What's this game called?
It's called Tell the Truth and Shame the Devil. Okay? It's a quick rapid fire question game. I like the background.
Yes.
Tell the truth, shame the devil, and you got to answer the first thing that comes to mind. It's pretty rapid fire. We may pause and break for it while your answer is the way it is, but we'll go from there. All right?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's run the top. What's one thing that Fern does to super annoy or embarrass you?
He doesn't do anything.
Nothing.
Fern is the best at understand. Okay, so there's like this thing we like to call, it's like this social, like unspoken rule. I don't know even what to call it. It's like an emotional intelligence where it's like, you know, when you're pissing somebody off, there's like, you know, but some people, they don't care. They just want to piss off everybody. Fern is the best when it comes to taking hints. He's the best at being one of those people that he really never gets me mad, to be honest with you. He's really just smart. If anything, like he's the voice of reason in the group, to be honest with you.
He's loyal to the core. I love it.
He's loyal, and he's the voice of reason. He's older than us. He's our OG. It is what it is, you know?
Yeah. Shout out to Fernie Fern. All right. Awkward question. Who is your celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush. Oh, that's going to be easy. Will Smith.
Getting jiggy with it. I like it.
There's some people that I'm like, I wish I was that cool. I wish I was that cool. Like, he's cool at 50 years old, killing the game. I'm like, dude, I wish I was this guy.
That's a fact. By the way, all you artists out there, make sure you take notes. He killed that question, by the way, okay? Great answer.
I know what I'm doing.
Staying married out here. What's the last question you asked Siri or Alexa?
How much, okay, I just did this today. What is the internal temperature of meat when it's cooked?
Wow.
Because I just got this, like, I got this meat thermometer. I feel like I always want to make, like, I'm a chef at heart, really. And so I was cooking chicken, and I stuck it in. It was like 165, and I was good. And I was at 164, pulled it off. It was good to go.
Love it. All right, are you normally early, on time, or late?
It depends, man. For the most part, I'm pretty on time all the time. I'm pretty on time.
All right. I like it. What would your signature fragrance be? If you had your own fragrance, selling it at Sephora.
Okay, so I've actually made my own fragrance before.
Oh wow!
Shout out to the guys in King of Country. They make candles for
Chillin Luke.
Yeah, no. They have bandmates that have like little hustles, and while we were on tour with them for 3 months, they were making candles. So you make your own scent to put in the candle. And mine was sandalwood, leather, and mint.
Wow.
That's what I want to smell like. Like this, it's like something about like that wood leather smell with a little bit of mint. Forget about it. It's beautiful.
Nice man smell. I like it.
Smells like a man, but you also get the little, just a hint of mint to make it come
little something on there. All right, what's up? What do you say when you can't remember somebody's name?
Oh, I'm the best at that. So usually what I say, I just bypass that, and I'm like, dude, how are you? And I just like
you get real direct.
I love you. How are you? And they're like, oh, what's up? I'm absolutely the worst at names. Fern is the best at names. I'm really good at faces. I'm like, dude, I know you. Why do I know you? And so this got me this is my most embarrassing moment. One day, with my management team, we're eating in Nashville, and I see a girl who I talk to daily. Her name is Brooke. She's a part of the marketing team at Capitol. Like we're always working on stuff. And I remember, like, I looked at her, and I was like, I know you from somewhere. She's like, dude, I'm Brooke. I talk to you every day. And I felt so ashamed. I was like, I know you. I don't know why my brain didn't register right now. Like I was
like, I worked your album.
Yeah, it's almost like seeing a teacher in public, and you're like, I know you. And you're like, she's like, yeah, I'm your teacher. And I'm like, I don't know, I just the way you dressed. And I was so ashamed. I had to repent to her. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
That's
I love
hilarious.
you. You're my fam. Look, she's right here. She's in the comments.
Is she? I said, yeah, not great.
It wasn't. I still think to this day I'm cringing over it. Because I remember looking at her, and I'm like, I know you. And she's like, yeah, you work with me, you stupid idiot. And I'm like,
that's hilarious, bro.
I love her. She's like, she's gonna be the president of Universal one day.
Hey.
She is one of the best. Through the Marty for President, every album we've ever dropped, she has been a pillar of she's just the best, you know?
Wow. Shout out to Brooke.
I don't like working with guys. I like working with girls because they get the job done. Details. I call my only like couple guys I work with. They always like mess it up somehow. I'm like, should have got your wife to do it, you know?
Brooke for president. That's what it is. All right. Who's the most famous person you have in your phone right now?
The most famous person in my phone right now. Let me think. Man, I know a couple people that are. I know somebody. No.
Let me
think. I knew. I mean, I don't know. I guess if we want to go off popularity, if musician, I mean, I have
Obama,
Cray, and all those guys' phone number, but I feel like I know an actor. I just don't remember. I knew
just
an
remember
actor
his name.
from Disney Channel that was huge.
Who?
It was in LA. I knew him a while ago. We went on tour together. He's actually a part of a church out there, and he was on The Life of Cody.
Okay.
Something.
Okay.
Yeah. I forgot his name today.
But you know his face.
Yeah, I know his face. I know, it's so stupid. The funny thing is, okay, so here's something stupid about me. When I meet people, I put where I met you, because I'm so bad with names. Where I met you in the comments of your contact, right? So I have my buddy Joe. He like hurt his leg and he was in a wheelchair. And so I put Joseph Wheelchair. So one day he's like, hey, I'm like, I lost my phone. He's like, I got it. Joseph Wheelchair. I'm like, this is the first time you were in a wheelchair, and I'm so sorry. Yeah, Life is Acting Cody. That kid got it.
Hilarious. Joseph Bad Breath. All right. Last question. I think I know this answer. If you weren't a rapper, what profession would you be doing? Like, what career? That's what I thought. Chef Marty Marr.
I want to be a cook, be a chef, not a line cook. I would be a chef at a really nice restaurant.
So not Chipotle.
Like street food mixed with like nice food. Like we're doing caviar with like ruffles.
Hey.
We're doing like fried chicken with like the chicken is like some rare thing ever. I always feel like I would want to do like an Italian mix. There's a restaurant where I live called Driftwood Cafe. They make what I would want to be if I was a chef. They're actually they trained in Japan for 10 years. This married couple, and so they make the best food I've ever had. And so I would want to be like them.
Give you one Michelin star. That's what. That's
right.
Tell the truth, shame the devil with Marty Marr. And before we roll, would you want to kick a quick rap for us, a freestyle, a something?
Yeah.
Can I give you a couple of keywords maybe and throw something in there?
I'm not good with keywords. I'm the worst
No?
with keywords. I actually just wrote a song today, and I could spit it for you if you want.
Yo, I would love that. It's exclusive. Marty Marr, Social Club Misfits, project dropping
this
tonight.
Is always, for some rappers, like they live for this moment. I don't. So bear with me. All right, let me check it out.
Let's go.
Somebody call up JG Wentworth. Your boy need a couple zeros in his net worth. Life's a game, but who put this thing on expert? I've been faster for 2 weeks and now my head hurt. Your pastor got a new whip. I got the same Toyota. Working hard so my girl ain't selling Fashion Nova. No tummy Tino freeloading. This ain't Baby Yoda. He a real good fella, no Ray Liotta. Nobody cares how you feeling. They just want to hear some raps. Don't play this in the club. I don't want to see you dance. They not independent. That's an industry plant. And please don't come around if you looking for some daps. My comment section's too wild. I just need to repent. It's more like a freestyle. I just needed a vent. Because legends never die. You see that ribbon in the sky. Boom, I'm done.
Hey, that's what it is. Shout out to Marty Marr. Yo, bro, appreciate you hanging out with your boy.
Love you, bro.
Neallytime, Boost 1019. Love you too, man. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys. And I always say you guys are the most friendliest, kindest, generous, real dudes in the game. And that's real. And I've told you that before. You guys are always showing love. So thank you for that. And name of your project that's dropping tonight?
Pardon me? I'm sorry. You cut out.
Again, what's the name of your project that's dropping tonight?
Okay, so the first single of the project, called The One Where I Talk to God, is out tonight. Features Andy Mineo and Tree Giants. The actual record will be available June 6th. I'm pumped. Social Club new album, September. Check out Fernie's podcast. He's got a brand new podcast called What's Up? Just checking on you. It's Fern. You good? So we got all that going on. We have face masks on the website right now that we're doing these little things. And so we're just living our best life, bro.
Love it. Appreciate you. Shout out to Fern as well. Marty Marr, Social Club Misfits, Neallytime, Boost 1019.
Peace.
Thanks, bro. There it is. Appreciate you kicking it with your boy. Yo, make sure you check out our IG, Facebook, Instagram, all that. Check out our website, Boost Radio. Love kicking it with you. Always here, 3 to 7 p.m. in the afternoons. It's your boy Neallytime, Boost 1019. You know what it is.